Alrighty folks, what's up? Good morning, and I guess for me it would be happy Saturday. So the latest tool haul is this here. Before we dig into it, I guess, it's obviously labeled as roofing. It's a Plano with a little hammer. I guess that's some sort of roofing case. When I think of Plano, I think of it as fishing and tackle stuff. Let's just sit here. Plano Molding Company. Okay, well, some sort of cool little carry case. Just as you see, snaps shut and has a little, I guess, hole for putting a latch on it or a lock. But without boring you to death, we're just gonna dig through it here. This was a pain to get shut, as you see when I pull this up here. It's got little like teeth on it, and it goes up in the edge of the box here, and obviously the box is a little blowed out. As you see, it doesn't sit in there quite well. It's just all cattywampus here. Anywho, some sort of rubber legs, I guess. Boots, rubber boots for like legs of a chair. These are really crusted sockets, some of them. We are going to clean them up eventually, but for now I'm just going to kind of save some time and go through things and lay them out here on the new purple U.S. General roll cart, which I decided to double down on side trays, which I had, but anywho, we're going to lay everything out here in the top section and we'll go from there. Stay tuned, y'all. Alrighty guys, so that is realistically all it consisted of, other than the chair leg rubber protectors and a couple like 16-penny nails, some real massive roofing nails. Oh, I misjudged that. Yeah, we're going to toss that in with the no-name stuff. So, we got a dowel runner for a 3/8 chuck, whatever. Or really 3/8 half inch, it doesn't matter, whatever chuck you want to put it in. That's just a bigger chuck or a bigger, I don't know, 7/8 drive or 7/16 drive, something like that, whatever. Dowel runner. No name, as far as I can tell, drill bit. Can make out China. Very, very lightly there. You'll be able to see it once we clean it up. China, Chinese made half moon, I guess is what they call these here. Half moon file. And then this one I'm gonna guess is China as well. That's one of their triangular files. I believe this is either SK or an old Craftsman. So far we can make nothing out. I know I get a lot of lash about my hard-working man nails. It happens. Get over it. They get somewhat long sometimes, even though they're yeah, not out past the tip. But anywho, really can make nothing out other than there is a line there, like a few decent brands had. So that's no name for now. This is like some sort of spark plug socket. No name that I can make. Almost looks like it went into a T-handle or something. It's not an extension. It is just all the way through, like extended, I guess. I don't know. Got a 12-point Craftsman. I don't even know if we can make the G1, GI. Single line G1 series? I don't know. I don't know what the heck that should be upside down. I'm going to go with a G1 series, whatever that may be. 12 millimeter. And then which one was this? This was a single line GI. 6.12 millimeter. Both Craftsman. This was a Husky. Not sure. But I'm going to go with like 13/16 or something. I'm not sure. 11/16. It's almost a 3/4 Husky. And then I think it'll clean up okay. Here's an SK USA 3/4 inch drive deep 12 point. I think it'll clean up alright. Yes, it'll obviously have some pitting marks, but all that rust I could easily get rid of. And then a really tiny 3/8 1/4 inch drive SK USA. This was half drive, by the way. It does not appear to be all beaten up. So once we get it cleaned up, we'll further see. So far, that's it for the top. Stay tuned and we'll so yeah, I'll keep you hanging till the end of the video, but until then, throw some comments and whatnot below. Let us know what you think we paid for this. Here we have a warning, be safe, cushion grip, wear safety goggles. Nothing on the head, nothing on the handle. Clean it up, we might be able to find something on the head then, I'm not sure. Just your typical framing hammer. And another one with a nail in it. Looks like it was previously used for a project. Okay, well, we'll let that in there. That is just some cheap, no name, probably Lowe's off-brand framing hammer as well. They're both like 14-16 inches. Looks like it's just a miscellaneous pile of little random tools, and I have no idea what this is, guys. It's like some sort of aluminum plating. There's a ton of it in this box. And it's a roofing box, so it says roofing. A roof. Mr. Rufus. Anywho, we're just going to go through and get all that garbage out of here and dig through everything, sort it out up here. And until then, grab some coffee and stay tuned, y'all. Looks like there's a bunch of good things in there. I'm not sure. I see a little midget wrench and a little midget nut driver, a ratchet or two. Some really random stuff, so stay tuned and we'll go through it. Alrighty guys, there it is, all laid out. Two miscellaneous hammers there. We got a small slew of wrenches, some antique pliers, and a vintage whatever, I guess L-shaped socket. Older Craftsman nut drivers, Exolite nut driver, 1/4 inch driver, random chrome vanadium socket, a whole bunch of no-name sockets, not one but two Craftsman ratchets. I can't say they're older or quote-unquote vintage because they have boy, I'm having a brain fart here. They have a snap ring in there. I believe any older or more so quote-unquote vintage things would have more so just pressed together, I guess, instead of like a snap ring where you can easily take it apart there and service it all. But anywho, SK, these were, yeah, some SK sockets. They're about the only thing worth anything here. Little tiny guy there. SK USA, there's a 3/8 quarter drive. This was 3/4 half drive, 12 point. 3/8, 13/16, 6 point. And this one I wasn't quite able to make out, but I believe that is another SK. Almost looks identical to that one there, just a size smaller. Here I believe were some Huskies. Oh no, these were Challenger, I believe. Yeah, Challenger by Proto, USA. There was just a few of them here. Besides all the rust and pitting, we'll be able to clean these up pretty well. There will be some pit marks, but aside from that, the rust will be gone. There's a Husky socket. I believe this was another Husky. Husky USA. Small slew of Craftsman USA. There's a 12.6 millimeter. Craftsman USA 12.12 millimeter. This is a Craftsman, what would they call that? A double line flying V series? I don't know. 7/16 quarter drive. And then a really small Craftsman. 1/4 drive, 1/4 inch. The only half decent socket in there was a Napa USA 1 1/4. There we go. 1 1/4, 12 point half drive. Looks like it hasn't ever seen any use. It'll clean up great. Some sort of, I guess, extended like spark plug socket. That's what it looks like. Not sure. Maybe it was supposed to go into a T-handle or something of the sort. I don't know. Just a dial driver, or a dial runner it's called. There's your part number, 3033. Goes into a chuck of a drill. Miscellaneous drill bit again. Them few files. The Craftsman ratchet, you can see they are stamped USA. Can't see any, it's a single line something there. I think it says like VF, but I can't make it out. 4480, I believe, is the part number. Works, but could definitely use some love. Maybe a rebuild kit. USA VK series 44811. So I believe that one was only 4 part numbers, and this one is 5. Not sure the difference. I'm sure by the end of this video, somebody will let me know on a bunch of these things that I'm not sure about. Both are the quick release. Look at the dust come out. Yeah, that one could use some love. It's definitely seen better days, I'm sure. I'd hope. At least for a Craftsman socket. Back here is just a bunch of miscellaneous no names. What really threw me off was this here Taiwan socket. Was really close in comparison to that there socket that I think was a SK. Just another, I believe these are all no name. I either could not make the name out or could not make the size, or both. But just a bunch of really crudded no name sockets. These types of things, guys, this is a 12 point, I guess. some sort of spark plug or sensor socket. And, all right, there's a 13. I'm going to guess it's a 1316, so maybe that's part of a part number. Gonna have to clean that up. I definitely see an M in there, so I'm not sure what that could say, but that's kind of interesting. I'm not sure that I've seen a 12-point spark plug socket. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't know. I'd have to check my Mac Tools kit. It's got a whole bunch of different ones in it. Quarter drive, bit driver, no name, of course. I could make something out on this one. I believe it was just like Taiwan or something like that. Well, forged. High test. Something like that. Forged high test, 7/8. Japan. It's a 12-point. 2 miscellaneous 12 millimeters. They were both Taiwans. This one looks like it's seen better days. There's definitely some chewed up edges there. Looks like someone made this here. Oh, yeah. Looks like someone made this 11 millimeter go down onto a 10. Or down onto a 12, I mean. Whatever. Sockets like this, guys, we will clean up through the parts washer, and we'll list them with a whole bunch of other tools, miscellaneous no-name things, or unbranded, whatever, just miscellaneous stuff. I guess it's Stanley. Bonney, okay. Not bad. We'll throw that up here by the SK. Again, with the no name, there was a label here, but it's worn off and you can't see. Little miscellaneous 12-point socket. Well, it is a 10 millimeter. That is all I can make out. So maybe that's worth something to somebody. 3/8 drive. Little 1/4-inch socket. A slew of more random 1/4-inch sockets. This one was another Japan. Ooh, excuse me. Anywho, get a good look at that there. I believe it says 7/8 right there, guys. Other than that, there is no real markings on this socket aside from the knurling there and the weird shaped end. Could have been ground down after market, or it could have came like that. This is a 12-point, what do you call that, a hex drive? 6-sided hex drive, 12-point socket. And it's like a, well, let's get another shallow socket of its size. As you folks see there, that's almost like a antique, super shallow hex drive socket. I don't know. So if anybody has anything, drop that down in the comments below. Entertain me. Share some knowledge with me. Let me know your thoughts. It does not matter. Definitely comment below on that, guys, and a couple other things like the ratchets and these here Bonney and SK sockets and stuff. Are they worth much to anybody? Because all this will get cleaned up, and eventually you will be able to find it on my eBay channel at 3 Series Me. So you look that up. We got lots of random things from tool hauls there. Next up, nut driver, 3/8 Craftsman. Here you got made in USA with a part number of 41974. 3/8 drive, nut driver. Okay, we have a 1/4" nut driver that it looks like it's an H. I didn't even see what this one was. Again, that is an H, single line H series, whatever it is. Craftsman, looks like we got a 41-971, made in USA, 1/4" nut driver. Aside from the rust, these appear to be in great shape. Usually when I see these here, pearl or clear handles, whatever you want to say, somebody had like smashed up on the end of them and whatnot, but these appear to be in good condition yet. Okay, next is this X-Lite USA brand, or X-Lite brand USA, P11, so it's 11/32 nut driver. It's kind of cool. Sounds like the boss is back. Here we have an off-brand, no name for sure, 1/4" nut driver. Maybe we'll keep that. Maybe we'll toss it on the eBay page. I'm not sure. This intrigued me. It was like a flat tip or a flat head, whatever. That kind of springs. Maybe it's for setting drywall screws. I'm not sure. Then we have just a random give me 1 second. Oh, okay. Yep, just a random chrome vanadium 1 1/8. Half drive, 6-point. Looks like a sensor socket or something, or a oil filter socket almost. These were opened. Ouch. I did squeeze them together. They will need to be cleaned up. So far, I can make nothing out on there. Probably just a Chinese brand. But same time, it could be an older DeWalt brand. Some diagonal cutters. I mean, I guess now that Trump's back in office, we can call these dikes. We shouldn't offend many people. Anywho, self-humor. Oh, what is this? Chrome vanadium. We got does that say Sam? Yeah, we got a 16mm 12-point. I guess this is like an L-shaped wrench. It says Sam, S-A-M, ***, super. And here, I think it is, see if we can clean this up a little bit here one time. See if we can get that in there. I believe it is REF-82, REF-81. I'm not sure what this is. You guys will have to let me know below. If it was a 17mm, I would happen to think it could be something for a European vehicle, but it's 16, so that kind of throws me off. And then last but not least, we got Challenger. MFG, I believe that is manufactured USA. I believe it's a 1/2 inch and a 9/16 4-way wrench. It's upside down. So we have a Herbrand 3/8. $70012 with a I'm not sure if there's anything in between the two and that little triangle or not, but there you see it. Herbrand combination wrench. It's actually in pretty decent shape. Does not look like it was really used and abused, if ever used at all. Just been sitting around over time. I think that'll clean up nice. Just says drop forged. Drop forged India. It says India there. It's hard to read, but I can read it off camera. Drop forged. And in there it's 3/8 by, looks like a 7/16. Let me know if that sounds right. 3/8 by 7/16 is what it looks like there. That is a little 4-way wrench. Beside her brand, this is the only other one that interested me at all. This is a 13/64. Now let me sit this down. It is a little hard to see without sitting it down. But that is a 6-point box end here. Really hard to tell, but that is a 6-point box end. There you can see it a little better depending on the way I hold it. So it is a 6-point box end 13/64 Craftsman USA wrench. This does not look like the other ones that I have. Let me grab them. Stay tuned for 1 second. Alrighty, and we're back. So here's the old one. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. Maybe it'll be easier on the eyeballs. Forgive me, it's starting to get a little chilly out here. But we have the 15/64 set. Depending on how you look at it, you can see it's got a 6-point design there at the end. And it is 12-point. My, oh, don't fall. Craftsman, made in USA. It looks like it is a part number 942319. 10-piece midget combination wrench set. I pulled the 15/64 out. You see how it's more of like a U shape there at the end? And it is a much sleeker finish. So if we were to finish them or roll them over and look at the finish, this is more like alloy than a chrome. So I'm not sure if there is a difference in the year there. It's really hard to try and get that part number out of there. I believe it's like 3942. I don't know what's this one say. There's most definitely a difference in the part numbers there. But you look at the end, it's hard to tell. But there is a 6-point design there on that end. There you can kind of see it. The rust pitting's kind of taking that V away and turning it into a U. But it's nothing near the other one. Almost does. Almost makes me feel stupid on camera, but you can see it right there. So, there it is. That is everything for our little tool haul. You let me know how I did. So with the little roofing toolbox there, the carry case thing, we got 2 hammers, a couple wrenches, whole bunch of sockets. Oh, I'm sorry guys, we did miss a couple things back here. So the first one was Craftsman USA 1/4-inch drive. Looks like a flying V series. They're both 3-inch extensions. And then this one was a Challenger by Proto. Looks like we have a fly hanging out in the end. Yeah, so hope this one cleans up. I don't know if that ball D10 will work anymore, but Challenger by Proto, another 1/4-inch drive, 3-inch extension. And then just off-brand ratchet repair kit or ratchet head kit, whatever you want to say. There is still movement in there, and this does spin, so maybe it'll be worth something. I doubt it's for them. This looks like it's for a cheap Chinese ratchet, but that's besides the point. That is what we got. A couple usable and keepable resellable sockets up here. Some okay looking wrenches. Some other decent sockets that'll clean up okay. Unsure what that their 16 is. Some more Craftsman stuff and just the hammers. So y'all let me know what you think. $10 for a little carry case toolbox and these here tools. Let us know in the comments how we did, and if this was any sort of, I guess, like to you. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Let us know if you want to see more in the comments below. I will drop my eBay link in the description, so feel free to check us out, y'all. And until the next one, peace.